Dear friends, it's really a great pleasure and honor indeed for me to be here with all of you on the occasion of World Heart Day. The main theme of World Heart Day 2018 is my heart and your heart. In other words, when my heart is healthy and your heart is healthy, then everybody's heart will be healthy. And this is possible if we enhance the awareness about healthy heart. We also educate the people, educate the masses on healthy heart. We also create an action plan and execute it. And then we must have an agenda for the outcome driven plan of this particular entity, so-called healthy heart. My very important messages are only 4 or 5. The first important message is we must take a pledge and promise today that we will exercise every day, not 5 days a week, it will be 7 days a week, at least for 30 minutes every day. When I say exercise, it should be walking, jogging, swimming, dancing, cycling, treadmilling are the best heart-friendly exercises. We should avoid heart-unfriendly exercises like weightlifting or push-ups, etc. The second important message is we must promise today that we must have a healthy diet, healthy food and not a junk food, more of vegetables, fruits and nuts. In the non-vegetarian, one can have chicken, fish or white of an egg. Please consume at least 4 to 5 servings of fruits every day. Everybody needs it. And number 3, which is a very important thing, message is please take care of your blood pressure. Your blood pressure should never be beyond 120/80 at any point of time. Ladies and gentlemen, hypertension is number 1 killer in India and the world. When I say hypertension, when the upper blood pressure is more than 120 and the lower blood pressure is more than 80. It has been observed and seen in India by a very powerful data and a study, which was a national study by Cardiological Society of India somewhere in 2015, a national survey. This national BP survey has revealed that almost 40% of individuals in adult are suffering from hypertension and 42% of them are uncontrolled and are not aware about hypertension. This is number 1 cause of hypertension inflicted morbidity, affecting a heart attack, causing a brain attack, a leg attack and an abdominal attack. And ladies and gentlemen, uncontrolled hypertension has to be controlled. And we must ensure that there should be massive awareness campaign on the blood pressure care. Because blood pressure care is the care of the heart. Blood pressure care is the care of the brain. And blood pressure care is the care of the kidney. And blood pressure care is the care of the eyes. It's very important. Whether it's a boy or girl, man or woman, young or old, everybody has to know their blood pressure. If you really want to grow younger and live longer, please take care of your blood pressure. Hypertension is a silent killer. It produces so many events like a chest pain or a breathlessness or exertion or even a transient loss of consciousness or a blackout or decreased urine output. Everything is possible because of hypertension. According to me, number 1 cause, number 1 killer of human beings on this planet is hypertension. And number 2 is very important, that everybody can control the blood pressure by consuming less salt. We should not consume more than 4 to 5 grams of salt per day. One should take more vegetables. One should not eat fried food. One should not eat junk food. One should walk every day. One should be calm. One should have at least sleep for 6 to 8 hours every day. one should never be agitated. One fit of anger can produce a sudden rise of blood pressure and can produce a massive heart attack. So burn your anger before it burns you. I always advise everyone that please control your anger and never be in agitation mood. Always have an attitude of gratitude if you want to live peaceful, happy and healthy. It will generate what we call as happy molecules, which are purely mediated through the chemicals like endorphins and serotonin, as compared to negative emotion of vengeance, vindictiveness, arrogance, ego, anger, lust, greed may produce negative molecules or jittery molecules, which are mediated by cortisol, epinephrine and norepinephrine, and produce all kind of morbidity and mortality, which is hypertension inflicted and may even cause sudden death. So the message is hypertension care is the need of the hour, and there are various modes of taking care of blood pressure. It can be a home BP or CBPM, what we call it clinical BP monitoring, or recently a lot of data is on ambulatory BP monitoring. I firmly believe a time has come we have to create a red alert on hypertension care at the Government of India level. And we must ensure that everybody goes anywhere and put his hands in the kiosk, and in the kiosk you will get your reading what your blood pressure is in a small printout, and that printout will give you the information also that kindly see your doctor. This kiosk is required everywhere, whether it is in a hospital, on a clinic, or on a mall, railway station, airport, every possible organization where there are corporate offices, banks, PSUs, everywhere. Kiosk, BP kiosk is the need of the hour. Ambulatory BP give you total burden of the blood pressure in 48 hours. It will let you know what is your nocturnal dipping. Normally the blood pressure dips down by 20 millimeter of mercury at night. Whether you're nocturnal non-dipper or extreme dipper or reverse dipper can be easily judged by only one modality, that is ambulatory blood pressure monitor. So ambulatory blood pressure monitor is much superior than home blood pressure monitor and the CBPM, especially assessing the risk of hypertension. Early morning surge, evening surge, persistent time elevation, and the total blood pressure load can be easily assessed by hypertension. Ladies and gentlemen, a time has come we all should know what is my normal blood pressure and what I should do to control it. Don't consume too much of pickle, don't consume too much of tomato sauce, and don't consume too much of papads and chutney, which is rich in salt. This is very, very important. And I think if you all have the awareness on hypertension, then take your lifestyle in a very positive manner. Optimization of lifestyle and medication. Medication, we should have a good compliance, adherence, so that we don't miss our drugs. When we take care of all this, I'm sure we'll have a normal blood pressure and we will get rid of this malady of so-called hypertension from this planet. The next message, which is very important, that we must take care of our cholesterol, have a cholesterol fitness. The bad cholesterol like LDL, triglycerides and total cholesterol should be low, and the good cholesterol should be on the higher side. This may protect us. Longer the waistline, shorter the heart line. Please control your obesity. Never be obese in life. Those who are obese, they are more vulnerable to have a high morbidity and mortality. Diabetes control. If you are diabetic, please take care of your diabetes and your blood sugar that may be responsible to create all kind of target organ damage. In last, ladies and gentlemen, I must conclude by saying manage your stress. Meditate every day, at least for 20 minutes morning and 20 minutes evening, and practice all the 8 limbs of yoga: yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana and samadhi. Yoga will give you stability in life and good mindset and your choices. So the last message to have a healthy heart for you and me is the health of the heart is in your hand. And the health of the heart is an expression of your own perception, your own thoughts, your own interpretations and your own choices. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen.